I have one tip above all others when it comes to the 4-month sleep regression. Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a pediatric sleep consultant and I get your baby sleeping well. Let me explain what's happening with the 4-month sleep regression so you understand why I have my number one tip. All babies go through the 4-month sleep regression and it's a permanent change in your baby's sleep patterns. All babies will go through it in different ways and it will show up differently depending on your baby. The common age that this will happen is somewhere between 3 to 5 months, but we can see changes as early as 2 months. Your little one will stop sleeping like a newborn and they will start sleeping like how we sleep as adults with defined sleep cycles. As a newborn, your baby has only 2 stages of sleep. They have quiet sleep and active sleep. They shift through both of those stages and their sleep is very erratic and unpredictable. When they go through the 4-month sleep regression, more defined sleep cycles will start to emerge, and that is shifted between non-REM sleep and REM sleep. Let me explain with a chart because this is what a sleep cycle will typically look like during the day for your baby. For the first 10 minutes, this is when your baby is starting to drift off to sleep. Their eyes will open and close, they seem incredibly drowsy, and it's a light stage of sleep. The next stage is still in the light stage of sleep, but they are starting to disengage with their surroundings, and it's around 10 to 20 minutes. The next stage is between 20 to 30 minutes, which is when your baby achieves their deepest sleep. This is when all the good stuff happens, and it's when your body repairs when you're sleeping. Between 30 to 40 minutes is when your little one is coming out of that deep stage of sleep, and some babies can wake up at this stage. And the last stage is roughly between 40 to 45 minutes, and that is when they're in their lightest stage of sleep. At the end of that stage is when they will have a partial wake up or a full waking. This is when your baby will really start stirring and they'll either fully wake up or they will drift back off to sleep. So when babies go through the 4-month sleep regression, a common sign is that your little one will be napping for only 30 to 45 minutes during the day, and it's because of having a sleep cycle like this. So here's the thing. However your baby fell asleep at the beginning of their sleep, so if they were shushed, rocked, patted, fed, co-slept, held, however they are put to sleep at the beginning of their nap and their bedtime is usually the same thing that they will need to put them back to sleep when they go through that sleep cycle. So my number one tip is to start working on your baby's self-settling skills. That way, if they learn how to fall asleep on their own at the beginning of their nap and bedtime, when they wake up after a sleep cycle, they have the skills to fall back asleep without you doing it for them. I teach this in my 3 to 4 month mini program. It is very gentle and slow and gradual at this age, and it's specifically for 3 and 4 month babies going through the 4-month sleep regression. So if you click under my photo, you can access the 3 to 4 month program straight away to start working on independent self-settling skills. I hope this helps. Make sure you follow for more.